So boys, I have the onboard microphone on right now, so you guys can put on the headphones and talk or whatever, and then right after the national anthem, you guys will be live, okay?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lexington High School for tonight's girls basketball matchup between Stoneham High School and the Minutemen of Lexington. Participating student athletes, coaches, and contest officials have worked diligently to prepare for tonight's competition. Please show your appreciation by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. Please ensure that your behavior reflects the values that should be identified with these student athletes. Assume responsibility for your behavior and those around you. And now for the starting lineups for Stoneham. Number 1, Alessandra Carpenter. Number 14, Sabrina Sacco. Number 24, Shauna Sullivan. Number 32, Captain Julia McIntyre. Number 35, Vivian Escovia.
Welcome to Lexington High School, and tonight we're here to bring you some Minutemen varsity basketball, girls varsity basketball that is. I'm Austin Raish. Once again, I'm joined by Duncan Maloney. We were last here a week ago when Lexington took on Wilmington and defeated Wilmington. Since then, they've been on the road in Melrose and Winchester. They won both of those games, which takes their winning streak up to 5 games in a row. Tonight they're trying to make it 6, and to do that, they have to get through Stoneham.
Yeah, Austin, these are two very good opponents. It's a great night for a matchup like this. It's really gonna be a street fight. Who's gonna be able to take the most punches and get the most punches? And I think Lexington in the end might have the upper hand. We will see though.
Kata Guris is jumping for Lexington. Julia McIntyre jumps for Stoneham. And the tip goes out of bounds. And it will be Lexington's ball. Stella Crinity controls it. Gives it to Kata Guris. Back to Maddie Parks. Inside, that pass stolen away. Sabrina Sacco with the steal. Now up to Vivian Schofield inside. Shot is blocked by Lily Metzger. Julia McIntyre tried to get it up, but Lily Metzger was not having any of that.
That's what we need tonight, Austin. Brick walls in the paint.
Nadia Guris knocks it down, and we are on the board.
It's a hot start right there. Can't wish for any better start than that. A blocked ball on defense, take it right back, get 2 points on offense.
This is Alessandra Carpentieri inside to Vivian Schofield. Now Sabrina Sacco has it stolen away. Maddie Parks down the lane.
Oh my goodness.
Rejected out of bounds by Julia McIntyre.
Coming through like a freight train with that block. No chance she's got that shot up, but another opportunity here for Lexington. Put the points on the board.
Maddie Parks gets it into Stella Crinity. She's going to try a three, and she knocks it down.
Get out of here, Austin. That was spectacular. It's kind of shooting you like to see early in the game.
Now Vivian Schofield for Stoneham, defended by Maddie Parks. Gets a screen, gives it to Sabrina Sacco inside. That shot's no good by Carpentieri, rebounded by Maddie Parks. Up ahead, that pass is tipped out of bounds. Lexington will keep it.
This is a great start here for Lexington, getting points, keeping Stoneham from getting points. It's this consistency to get out to an early lead that can allow you to have a lot of options, not be playing catch-up later in the game.
They get it into Maddie Aguirres, back to Crinity. She's going to try another three. That one is off. Rebounded by Carpentieri. Carpentieri, she's going to try a three. That one's no good. Rebounded by Maddie Parks. Fires it to Metzger. She gets it off the tip. Maddie Aguirres had an open three, didn't take it. And now Maddie Parks fires it inside, too strong for Lily Metzger and out of bounds.
That was a wild possession there, Austin. A lot of dangerous passes. From Lexington, it's too early. You gotta simmer down. Don't want to be playing too hot. Let's turn down the temperature a little bit.
This is Vivian Schofield for Stoneham. Still looking for their first points. She gives it to Carpentieri. Back to Schofield. Looking for someone. Gets it to Julia McIntyre. Inside, her pass is stolen by Kata Guris. Up ahead to Lily Metzger. She tracks it down, gets bumped. And a foul will be called on Julia McIntyre. That is on the floor.
Austin, you saw that one coming from 10 miles away. That was a big foul and a little bit of a lead pass, a little too far for Lily Metzger. That's all right.
Stoneham was caught sleeping there, and Kata Guris gets an easy two. And Stoneham's going to take a timeout.
In past games, Austin, we've seen Lexington opponents take timeouts, but I feel like the lead was a little bit bigger. I feel like this is a very early timeout for Stoneham to take, but I feel like this is the right move. You can sense that the auras are not right over there, and they need to have a reset. Almost tell your players, the game restarts now. You make of what you want of it.
Yeah, I definitely think it's good that Stoneham is calling this before the lead gets to double digits and possibly even bigger, maybe double what the current lead is right now. Because, yeah, in the past, like you said, we've seen teams wait until the lead got to be either 15 or sometimes even 20 before they called the timeout, and they were never able to recover from that.
This early timeout it is a fresh start for Stoneham, and they can do what they want with it right now. I think they have possession at the moment, so it's a turning point. They just need to get buckets. They don't need to be throwing up threes yet. If they can just get a layup and stay in this game, they'll be fine.
The freshman Vivian Schofield brings it up for Stoneham. Gives it back out to Carpentieri. Defended by Crinity. Back to Schofield, inside for Sacco. Her shot is no good, but a foul. That was actually Shauna Sullivan, so she will have 2 at the line.
Right idea there by Stoneham, trying to go in for the layup. Now they're going to have some free shots here. See how they fare on their first trip to the free throw line.
First one is no good.
First free throw is always hard to make, you know. You're not adjusted to it yet. Second one usually a little easier to hit, especially if you miss the first one again. Oh,
second one is no good. Offensive rebound by Sacco. Her shot is no good. Offensive rebound. Shot goes down and a foul for Julia McIntyre.
That was almost a better situation there for Stoneham. They missed the shot. Instead of getting 1 point, you got another chance for 2 points. I feel like that's, if they had made the first one, that almost would have been perfect.
McIntyre cannot convert the 3-point play. Now another offensive rebound. And that shot goes down for Shauna Sullivan. So a very good turn of events for Stoneham. Now it's just a 3-point game.
Looks like they're pressing a little bit on defense, see if that bites them.
Lily Metzger for 3, too strong. Kept in by Kata Guris. Inside to Crenity. Puts up a tough shot, no good, off the front of the rim. Now Carpentieri down the other way. She gives it to Shauna Sullivan. She gives it back to Carpentieri.
Great ball movement by Stone right now. They just can't waste too much time. Got to put up a shot.
Carpentieri gives it to Sacco. Here's Vivian Schofield. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Stella Crenity. Up ahead to Maddie Aguirres. Across the court to Maddie Parks. She drives inside. Shot's no good.
Looks like she was looking for a foul there. I don't think she got it.
Now Vivian Schofield puts up a tough shot, gets it to go. Now just a 1-point game with 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
That's what Stoneham needs right there. Put up the tricky shots, and if they go in, all means, that's great.
Lily Metzger can't hit it from the baseline. And another empty possession for Lexington. Stoneham has a chance to take the lead here.
At this point, Austin, it seems like you're getting into timeout territory for Lexington. You might want to take a timeout. Get a little reset button on this game. Put a new quarter in to the Pac-Man machine.
Now a whistle and a travel will be called on Shauna Sullivan. Now the clock stops, and Anunya and Eliza Jacob are going to check in for Lexington.
Lily Metzger, Maddie Parks coming out. See if this changes the momentum for Lexington.
Kata Guris finds Anunya. Back out to Maddie Aguirres. Kata Guris going to put one up from way downtown, and it goes.
Swizzle, that one was no problem. She knew that was going in from the moment she put it up. That's the confidence you like to see out of our captain.
Shauna Sullivan gives it inside to Julia McIntyre. Her shot is no good, but she will shoot 2 more at the line. And Lindsay Alves will check in. Vivian Schofield will go out.
I believe that might have been a travel there, Austin. I'm surprised they didn't call foul there. Got to respect the refs here, though. Oh, good steal.
Stolen away. They get it inside, and now Kata Guris steals it right back.
Robbery left and right here, Austin.
Stella Crenity gives it to Maddie Aguirres. Cross court to Eliza Jacob. Drives inside, puts up a wild shot, no good. And now Stoneham brings it down the other way.
Stoneham can use some points here on this possession. Keep it a close game.
There's McIntyre, her shot's no good.
Smart shot, just didn't fall. Lexington can take advantage of this one here if they want to.
Here's Stella Crenity, she drives inside, lost control of it. Ball is on the ground, and a jump will be called. Stoneham has possession, so they will take it. And now Emma Stump will check in for Lexington. Maddie Aguirres will go out.
Maddie Alves coming in for Stoneham. It's Julia McIntyre coming out, and I believe Lexington just took a timeout. Smart. Don't want to let the game get out of hand. You had a 7-point lead, now it's a 4-point lead. You definitely feel that the tides have turned maybe it's time to get some new mojo in the huddle.
Yeah, I think they're talking about how do they go back to what they were just doing when it was 7-0. They were playing great offense and they were playing arguably even better defense. And that lead, it's still there. It's at 4 points right now, but you'd like to go back to a more comfortable territory. So I think they're talking about how do they close out this quarter, and then then they'll have time in between the quarters to talk about how they keep their foot on the gas for the second quarter.
100%. Both teams are putting up smart shots tonight, Austin, but it's the ones that fall that are really going to make the difference. You just got to hope that some of the shots that Stone put up, they're good shots, they're just not going in. So you just got to hope the ball is on your side tonight in the shooting battle. Alessandra Carpenter, she's only a freshman on Stoneham, but she has been a leader in this game so far for them.
They get it into her, and she gives it right back to Sabrina Sacco, and she gives it right back to Carpentieri. Defended by Criniti. She gets past her. Nice feed inside to Maddie Alves. It's down to a 2-point game.
Just take your time here, Lexington. Don't rush anything. Oh, never mind.
Well, that was on cue as Eliza Jacobs' pass is thrown away, intended for Kata Guris.
Smart pass there, just a little too much power, a little too much energy in that shot.
Just under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter as Shauna Sullivan drives inside. Her shot tipped out of bounds, and Stoneham will keep it.
Strong defense there by Lexington, not letting anything get up. Looks a little bit of confusion on the Stoneham side, trying to get an inbounder.
Sabrina Sacco will inbound, gets it into Carpentieri. Defended by Kata Guris. She gives it to Lindsay Alves. Thrown inside for Sacco, or Shauna Sullivan, that is. Her shot is no good, but she can tie the game here with 2 free throws at the line.
That was a hard foul there. Glad to see everyone's getting up all right after that one.
First personal foul, team's third. Shooting 2 for Stoneham, number 24, Shauna Sullivan.
First one is no good.
Stoneham cannot buy a free throw tonight. No matter how much it costs, they're not paying it.
Second one rims out, so an empty trip for Stoneham. Another one from the free throw line.
That's what you dream of if you're Lexington right now. Close game. Stoneham's missing those 3 points. You got to take it right down the other end. Throw some buckets in.
Eliza Jacob feeds it inside to Emma Stump. Puts up a tough shot, no good. Kept in by Anunya. Kept in by Stella Criniti. And now stolen right back. And stolen right back by Stoneham.
Oh my goodness, Austin. It's a whirlwind right now.
Here's Lindsay Alves. Gives it to her sister Maddie Alves. Her shot is good, and we have a tie ball game with 1 minute to play in the first quarter.
Austin, I knew Stoneham was going to show up to play. I just didn't know it'd be right now. I don't think Lexington knew either.
Eliza Jacob gets fouled, so she will have 2 at the line where she can hopefully regain Lexington their lead.
Looks like Sam Fortier getting ready to check in for Lexington. Vivian Schofield and Jennifer Lally for Stoneham.
Free throw rims out, so Sam Fortier and Skylar Spencer will check in for Lexington. Kata Guris and Anunya will head out. So Stella Criniti is the only remaining starter on the floor for Lexington. Second free throw is good. Lexington now leads it 11-10.
Little time left. You need all the points you can get. You want everything here. It's the end of the first quarter. You want to play like it's the end of the fourth.
Here's Vivian Schofield with the ball. Gets it into Sacco. Loses it out of bounds. Lexington will take over. That's some great defense there from Skylar Spencer.
Very strong. You love to see that. Can't be giving away any possessions. You want to play hard. Every possession like it's the last possession here.
Cross-court pass to Eliza Jacob. She pulls up. Can't get it to go. Rebound tipped, grabbed by Sam Fortier. Skylar Spencer throws it up, no good. Another offensive rebound by Fortier. Crinity from the baseline, that's good.
It finally fell, Austin, it finally fell.
2 offensive rebounds from Sam Fortier on that possession, and now Stella Crinity is going to get called for a foul.
Austin, the buckets were not dropping, but finally one went good. It's a 3-point lead. It's not comfortable, but it's a lead enough.
14 seconds for Stoneham. They give it to Carpentieri. Defended by Jacob. He gets a screen. 3 seconds, throws it away. Lexington will take it. 2.2 seconds left. So that's enough time for a prayer from half or full court. Let's see what they do here.
Get a little Bon Jovi in the veins. They're going to be living on one. That was, oh my goodness.
They roll it into Crinity, and she just does a little underhand toss. It's no good. That'll do it for the first quarter. Lexington leads at 13-10. It's been a pretty competitive game so far.
Yeah, Austin, it's been a while since here in Lexington we have seen a competitive game like this one, and it's electric, Austin. I cannot lie. I will not lie to the listeners. It's amazing right now, and I think both teams just need to play smart basketball. They can't rush anything. Don't want to have any miscommunications. Just calm down. You can't play with a shaky hand. It's got to be nice and solid. So you got to make sure you're not throwing up any bad shots, making any long bad passes. Just play the game like you've always played it. Go back to the basics. I think the players that can do that are going to end up winning this game.
Yeah, we saw both teams get a little sloppy there towards the end of the quarter. But Stoneham, they took a timeout early on, like we said earlier, before the lead got to be too big for Lexington. And since then, Lexington's lead has really shrunk. At one point, it even disappeared. So I think they should stick to what they've been doing. And Lexington really should just stick to what they've been doing. I'm not sure what else I can say. This is a really competitive game. And based by the looks of things, this is going to come down to the wire.
Yeah, Austin. I mean, I think at the start, Stoneham was taking a little nap. They were a little tired. They had a little too much homework after school, and they took a little nap at the start of the game, but then called a timeout, and the alarm went off. They woke right up. So interested to see how this second quarter and really the rest of this game is going to play out. As a viewer, I am very excited to see how it happens.
Well, we're about to get underway, but the ref is telling a fan in the front row to hold on to her basketball so as to not let it roll onto the court. Don't see that very often, but Lexington will start off the second quarter with possession. Stella Crinity gives it to Skylar Spencer. Sam Fortier inside to Eliza Jacob. That goes down.
Efficiency, Austin. That was a crisp and clean possession. I would love to see that for the rest of the game. No mistakes on that one.
Here's Carpentieri, defended by Crinity. She gives it to Maddie Alves. Inside to Brianna Peasy. Now Vivian Schofield back out to Carpentieri. She loses the ball. It's on the ground, and a jump will be called. Stoneham has possession, so they will keep it. Julia McIntyre and Shauna Sullivan will come in. Maddie Alves and Jennifer Lawley will go out for Stoneham.
Putting some of the starters back in here for Stoneham. See if that makes a difference. Only 3 seconds left on the shot clock, so they're going to have to put something up, put it up quick.
They get it into Schofield. She puts it up, can't bank it home. Gets her own rebound and gets it to fall.
Strong there from Stoneham. Bit of a bad shot, but they were lucky enough to get a rebound. Now it's a 3-point game.
Maddie Parks' pass is tipped, almost stolen away, grabbed by Eliza Jacob, and she stepped out of bounds. Stoneham will take it, and now 3 starters come back in for Lexington. That's Maddie Aguirres, Kate Aguirres, and Lily Metzger. Eliza Jacob, Skylar Spencer, and Sam Fortier will go out.
Big substitution here. Maybe a little call and response. Stoneham put some of their starters back in. Lexington's like, we're going to do the same thing.
Lexington actually has their entire starting 5 on the floor right now. Carpentieri's pass is tipped out of bounds. Lexington will take over. Defended by Lily Metzger defended that. 3-point game here. Stella Crinity gives it to Maddie Parks. A deep pass wide open. Maddie Aguirre plays it home, and a foul.
Hitting the receiver over the middle. That play was a touchdown. That was a great pass, and get the and one. So that's really one of the better, unless it was a 4-point play, it would be better, but that was pretty perfect.
Maddie Aguirre can't get her free throw to go. And now Schofield takes it down the other way. She drives inside. Tries to get it in. It's no good. Maddie Parks heaves it down to Crinity. She gets it to go.
I didn't know Tom Brady was on the Lexington High School girls basketball team. That was a great throw.
Now here's Schofield, defended by Parks. Tipped out of bounds. Stoneham will keep it.
Solid defensive play. Put a little more pressure on here, coming out of bounds. Don't see a problem with that play at all.
Schofield gets it into Sullivan. Now Carpentieri has it. Tightly defended by Stella Crinity. Tries to drive, kicks it back out. That shot is no good. Rebounded by Lexington. That was Brianna Peasy who missed it for Stoneham. Now Metzger heaves it down to Maddie Aguirre. She gives it to her sister, Kate Aguirre. Her shot is good.
Lexington is not missing much here coming into the second quarter. That's what you love to see. And Stoneham's missing baskets.
This is Lexington's largest lead of the night so far at 9 points, as the pass is thrown out of bounds off of Lexington.
Still a close game right now, but if you're Lexington, you can't be thinking too far ahead. You can't be thinking we've got a huge lead. Got to be in the moment.
Schofield gets the pass. Her shot's no good. Offensive rebound by Peasy. That's no good. And it'll go out of bounds off of Stella Crinity. So Stoneham will keep it.
Interesting here. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. That's enough time to set up a good play, but it's almost too much time.
They get it into Peasy. Back out to Carpentieri. That pass tipped and stolen. Kate Aguirre comes up with it. She gives it to Crinity. Crinity makes a nice move, kicks it back out. Maddie Parks for three. Got it to go.
My goodness. The baskets are falling. Buckets everywhere. It's like we're at KFC right now, Austin. Family value meals falling left and right.
Stoneham takes a timeout as Lexington's lead has cracked double digits for the first time tonight. They have double Stoneham's points with 5 minutes left to play in the first half.
Austin, that was the ideal way to start the second quarter. Come out hot. You did like at the start of the game. This is like at the start of the game. Lexington pulls away early, and then Stoneham takes a quick timeout. So I'd be interested to see if Stoneham comes out of this timeout. Maybe they're going to make it a close game again. I, for one, would love to see a close game, but I would also love to see a Lexington win. And don't know if those two things correlate.
I mean, whatever Coach Solly was talked about with his team in between the quarters, it clearly worked because Lexington has come out very hot this quarter, and Stoneham just doesn't have any response to that. So maybe they'll be able to find some sort of response in this huddle, but they got to figure out something quickly before this game the lead becomes insurmountable.
Definitely. One thing I've noticed defensively, Lexington's getting better shots than Stoneham. They're not giving Stoneham many good shots to take. 3 or 4 missed shots. It's not great right now for Stoneham. And Lexington has hit like 3-4 in a row. So come Stoneham, I tighten up the defense, and I hope that you can find something offensively. You want to play a consistent game. You don't want the lead to get worse, but at the same time, it's staying the same. Might be the best option if you can.
This is Carpentieri, gives it to Shauna Sullivan. Now McIntyre drives inside. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Maddie Alves. Now McIntyre at the top of the key. Gives it to Sullivan. Now Alves inside to the other Alves, I think. Now tightly defended, and a travel's going to be called. That was actually Sabrina Sacco.
Strong defense from Lexington there. The cavalry has arrived defensively for Lexington.
Stella
Nobody
Crenity
stopping him.
heaves it to Maddie Aguirre. Lily Metzger is wide open, can't get the shot to fall. Rebound's tipped, and Stella Crenity comes up with it. Gives it to Maddie Parks. Inside, no good, but a foul. It's a pretty hard foul taken there by Parks, but she will have 2 at the line.
Anything for the team, anything to keep this lead and grow it. Love to see that picture of teamwork here in Lexington.
Shooting 2 shots by Lexington, number 32, Maddie Parks.
First free throw is no good. And Maddie Alves will check in.
For Lexington, number 10, Eliza Jacob.
Eliza Jacob she's ready to check in. She hasn't come in yet. The announcement said that she checked in, and now she will. Maddie Parks will come out.
A lot of teams having trouble at the free throw line tonight, Austin. We're going to see those points that are missing on the board. And if you're Stoneham, you think about that right now. If you make all your free throws, maybe this game isn't so bad of a lead after all.
Here's Sullivan. Gets it to Carpentieri. Back out to Maddie Alves. Carpentieri's going to try a 3. Banks it home.
Splash. Oh my goodness, Austin.
Oh, Coach Solly told me before the game that Carpentieri is one of the 2 players on this Stoneham team who is a great shooter, and we just saw a glimpse of that right there.
Only a freshman, Austin. Very impressive, especially on a varsity roster. Oh no! A steal.
That pass stolen away. This is Lindsay Alves. Can't finish the layup. Offensive rebound and a foul. Shauna Sullivan will get 2 at the line. She can bring this down to an 8-point game if she makes both free throws. But as we've seen tonight, both teams are having trouble from the free throw line.
Yeah, Austin, these are the points that are missing on the board that Stoneham wishes weren't missing. Start the rebuild right now. Get some 2 free throws. Good start.
Skylar Spencer and Anunya will check in for Lexington. Lily Metzger and Maddie Aguirre will head out.
Not too much time left in the second quarter, but I think there's enough time for Stoneham to get back even. So if you're Lexington, you don't take your foot off the gas.
Second free throw bounces home, and she does bring it down to an 8-point game. Just under 4 minutes to play. Here's another cross-court heave. This is to Anunya. She gives it to Kate Aguirre. Back to Jacob. Now Stella Crenity. Gets a screen. Inside to Anunya. No good, but a foul.
Austin, the passes tonight by Lexington, it's like we're watching a football game. It's insane. And most of them are hitting. I've only seen 2 or 3 that haven't worked. So great to see the passing, great to see the communication. Would love to see it keep up. Try and get this lead back to 10.
First free throw bounces home. Lexington now leads by 9. Second free throw is no good. An offensive rebound, a fight for the ball, and a jump will be called. Lexington will keep the ball here. That was Kate Aguirre who grabbed it and ended up getting Lexington another possession.
Opportunities here, Austin. You don't want to waste this possession. It's been given to you. You got to take it. Oh, Crenity got open there for a second.
Eliza Jacob gets it into Skylar Spencer. Back out to Kate Aguirre. Her 3-pointer is up. No good. Offensive rebound by Anunya. Inside to Skylar Spencer. Back out to Eliza Jacob. She floats it up. Unlucky roll. Now the pass is thrown away by Stoneham, but it was tipped by Lexington. So Stoneham will keep it.
The ball movement by Lexington and the amount of communication. It's a sight to see, Austin. The shots aren't going in, but I wouldn't let them get discouraged by that because the passing is amazing. They're going to fall. It just takes patience.
Here's Maddie Alves. Gives it to Sabrina Sacco. Now Lindsay Alves. Gives it to Carpentieri. She just hit a 3 moments ago. Defended by Crenity. She spins, floats one up, somehow gets it to go as the shot clock expires. What a crazy shot.
From the clouds, it came out of nowhere like a hawk stalking its prey. It struck.
Here's Eliza Jacob. Gives it to Crinity. She drives, puts it up. A little bit short. Offensive rebound by Kata Guris. Third layup is no good. Now here comes that pass tipped. And Maddie Alves stepped out of bounds trying to get that pass. Maddie Parks and Emma Stump will check in for Lexington. Kata Guris will go out. And finally, Stella Crinity will go out after playing almost the entire first half.
Great job by Cornelius Half. Gonna take some much needed rest. Oh my goodness, another great pass.
Her shot is no good. Well, good setup, just the wrong result. Just inside of 2 minutes to play now as Carpentieri drives inside. Can't get the layup to fall. Offensive rebound by Maddie Alves, and that's good. And Coach Solly immediately calls a timeout. The lead for Lexington is now down to 5 with 1:47 left to play in the first half.
If you're Lexington, you are praying, you are wishing that it is halftime right now, just so you can go in and just debrief, but still 1:47 left. That's enough time for Stoneham to take a lead. It being only 5 points, 26-21. That's enough time for Stoneham to make something happen. I feel like ever since they took that timeout early in the second quarter, almost a mirror of what happened in the first, where they just went off and they started scoring. And I feel like it's also Lexington missing some shots as well. Not that they're bad shots and bad ball movement on the side. It's just the shots aren't falling. The ball is not with them tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's amazing how similar the first 2 quarters have gone. Lexington, in both quarters, Lexington has started out hot. They've gotten a big lead. Then Stoneham calls a timeout. And then they make that lead a lot smaller. They start playing well. And then Lexington, in both quarters, has called a timeout towards the end of the quarter and talked things over about how they can close things out.
If I'm Lexington, I'm glad there's 1:47 left because that's not as much time to have. That is, I mean, it's an eternity, Austin. If Patrick Mahomes can score, lead a drive down the field for a game-tying field goal in 13 seconds, 1:47 is almost a year.
Here's Eliza Jacob. She gives it to Ananya. Inside to Spencer. Turns around. Can't get the shot to fall. Rebound tipped and grabbed by Stoneham.
Big possession here for Stoneham.
Carpentieri backs it out. Gives it to Sullivan. She drives. No good. A little bit of contact.
Spencer there. She got her hand on that ball. It was a strong play. Ended up in the turnover.
Here's Eliza Jacob. She gives it to Emma Stump, who loses it right back to Jacob. Ananya drives inside. Back out to Jacob. Now Spencer gives it to Parks. Parks drives inside, lays it home.
Great play there by Lexington. Setting everything up, waiting for the right person. Start at the top of the key. I'll tell you, Austin, she took it to the house.
50 seconds left in the first half. Lexington has a 7-point lead. Here's Sabrina Sacco. Her pass is stolen. Stolen right away by Skylar Spencer.
2 strong defensive possessions there for Skylar Spencer. Coming off the bench, too.
Emma Stump feeds it to Ananya. Back out to Spencer. Kicks it out to Eliza Jacob. In the corner, it's Maddie Parks. Shot clock's running down as Eliza Jacob takes a 3. That's off. Offensive rebound by Maddie Parks. You got to hurry here. And now a jump will be called. There's only 1 second on the shot clock. There's about 16 seconds left in the half. Stoneham will take the ball.
I think Coach Solly was looking for a bit of a foul there on Jacob, but she put up that 3. Didn't get it. 15 seconds left. That's only 1 possession if you're Lexington. You hold strong. Do not break the wall. Hold.
So here's Carpentieri for Stoneham. Defended by Parks. Carpentieri gives it to Alves. Her pass is tipped out of bounds. Stoneham will keep it. 2.8 seconds left. This is enough time to get a decent shot off if you're Stoneham.
Great play by Lexington, knocking the ball out of bounds. Not changing possession, but there's enough time to put up a shot, but it's going to be difficult, especially if defense put on a press.
Carpentieri gets it off. No good at the buzzer. So, after a wild first half, Lexington leads at 28-21. This looks to be one of the more evenly matched games we've called in a long time, and it's nice to see that for a change.
Definitely, Austin. And I'm interested to see how the second half plays out. In the first and second quarters, we saw Lexington jump out to an early lead. They got out to hot restart, they got a lead foot. And that seems like they kind of wore off after Stoneham takes a timeout, and Stoneham starts pushing forward. They're really hounding Lexington. And then Lexington does maintain their lead, but it feels like there's such a shift in power. So I'm interested to see if the second half is going to follow the pattern of the first half, or if we're going to see some sort of change in that manner.
Regardless of what happens, this is going to be a good game. So, play will resume in about 6.5 minutes. I'm Austin, he's Duncan. We'll see you then.
got to start chipping away at it. Chip, chip, chip.
Yeah, I still would like to call it buzzer beater.
that will be fun.
Yeah, that would be pretty fun.
Knock on wood.
So both teams are going into their final huddle before they take the floor for the second half.
A lot on the line here for Lexington. 6 wins in a row. At home, on the road, they faced a lot of different teams, a lot of different adversities and challenges. It's all come down to this here. This is really their biggest test to this point. Looks like starters on for Lexington and starters on for Stoneham. We get ready for a great second half, God willing.
So Lexington starts off the second half with possession. And we are underway. Estella Crenady gets the inbound pass from Maddie Parks. She gives it right to Maddie Aguirres, who gives it back to Parks. Now Stella Crenady drives inside, puts it up, got it to go.
Exactly the start you want to see from Lexington. And look at this, a little defensive pressure, not letting Stoneham gain an inch. Love to see it.
This is Vivian Schofield on the drive for Stoneham. Throws up a wild shot, and it hit the back side of the backboard, so they have to whistle that as an out of bounds.
Don't see that often, Austin. When you do, it's a sight to be seen.
Now Stella Crenady gives it to Maddie Aguirres. Gives it to Kate Aguirres. She drives inside, puts up a tough shot, but she will get fouled. She's got 2 at the line. She can extend Lexington's lead back into double digits.
Really want these ones to hit Austin. Especially this early. You take any points you can get to extend this lead. Brianna Peasy looking to check in for Stoneham after this shot.
Kate Aguirres makes the free throw, and like you said, Peasy checks in. Julia McIntyre checks out.
Love when a free throw goes in like that, Austin. Nothing but net straight cash.
Kate Aguirres knocks both of them down without hitting the rim on either shot.
Still defensive pressure from Lexington. I wonder how long they're going to keep that up. It's going to be tiring if they have to do that the entire second half.
Now here's Schofield. That shot is up and no good by Peasy. Now Stella Crenady brings it down the other way. Here's Maddie Aguirres, gives it to Maddie Parks. And a travel is going to be called on Parks.
Don't know if Parks agreed with that call, but once the ref makes it, can't change it.
They get it into Schofield. Defended by Parks. Now Carpentieri. Inside to Sullivan, and another travel is going to be called.
Teams have traveled so much there the second half. I think they were taking a trip to Disney World.
Sam Fortier checks in for Lexington. Maddie Parks will check out.
See how Fortier impacts the game. The players that win the game are always the ones come off the bench, the ones that make the most impact.
Crenady's pass is tipped out of bounds by Stoneham, so Lexington will retain possession.
A lot of time on the shot clock, so no need to rush anything here.
Fortier gets it into Kate Aguirres. She flings it to Stella Crenady. Tries to get it inside to Kate Aguirres, but Fortier comes up with it. Now Crenady takes it away.
Dangerous pass there.
Kate Aguirres for 3. Got it!
Oh my goodness, Austin. The train is moving. We don't care if you're not at the station.
So Lexington's got their largest lead of the night at 14 points. Stoneham's trying to find answers. And Schofield's shot was no good and then out of bounds. So Lexington gets another stop on defense. Maddie Aguirre gives it to her sister Kate, who gives it inside to Fortier. Back out to Kate Aguirre. Dangerous pass, but completes to Crenity. Her shot is no good and rebounded by Stoneham. Now we're going to get a whistle and a foul called on Lexington.
Interesting call there. Big lead right now for Lexington, so almost feel like at some point, as if they continue to have this lead, maybe the pressure comes off a little bit as to give the players a little rest.
Here's Schofield. Throws a crazy pass to Peasy, who gives it right back to her. That pass is tipped, taken by Peasy. Back to Carpentieri. Throws it to Sullivan. She keeps it in bounds. Back to Carpentieri. 5 to shoot.
Time here, Austin.
Gotta put it up. Nope. Shot is no good. Oh, and now a travel is going to be called on Carpentieri.
Don't believe the Stoneham coaches too happy with that one.
Yeah, there was certainly contact, but the ref clearly saw something we didn't.
Gotta respect the ref's call here, Austin.
Here's Maddie Aguirre. Inside to Lily Metzger. Her shot is up and no good. Fortier with the offensive rebound. Grenity's going to take a three. No good. Now Kate Aguirre loses the offensive rebound, but now she forces a jump. Stoneham has possession, so they will keep it.
Feels like this is the point in the first set quarter where Stoneham would have taken a timeout. Not the case here, Austin.
They get it into Carpentieri. Now Sullivan on the drive. Denied by Maddie Aguirre, but a foul called.
Strong block there. Obviously a little hard to see. That was truly a foul or not, but
that's number 3 on Maddie Aguirre.
First one, number 24, Shauna Sullivan.
looks like Eliza Jacob checking the game. Free throws seem to be falling.
So like you said, Eliza Jacob checks in, Maddie Aguirre goes out for Stoneham. Colby O'Brien checks in, and Madison Alves check in. Second free throw goes down.
That's what you like to see if you're Stoneham. It's not a lot, but it's enough to keep the spirits up.
Eliza Jacob gets a screen from Metzger, drives inside. The shot is waved off, and the foul, I believe, is called on the floor. It's called on Maddie Alves.
Clean shot clock here for Lexington. See what they can do with it.
Eliza Jacob to inbound. She gets it into Aguirre. She puts up a wild shot and gets it to drop.
Where the wild things are, they're going in the bucket right there.
Here's Carpentieri trying to get something to go. That shot rolls around the rim and goes down for Brianna Peasy.
Ring around the rosy with that ball there. It falls for Stoneham. They're continuing to put baskets in, but so is Lexington. They're not really gaining. It's a stalemate at the moment.
Kate Aguirre finds Fortier inside, and another 2 points for Lexington.
Those are the points I'm talking about, Austin. Points off the bench. Those are the points that win the game.
Now here's Carpentieri, once again being defended by Stella Crenity.
These two players been in the game for most of it. Haven't had much rest tonight.
Here's Maddie Alves inside to Peasy, and ripped away by Kate Aguirre.
Oh my goodness, almost another steal.
Yeah, Crenity somehow kept her dribble through all of that. Eliza Jacob throws it away, tried to get it to Lily Metzger. And now Skylar Spencer will check in for Lexington. Lily Metzger will head out.
Amount of steals we're seeing tonight, Austin. You'd think there was a bank robbery happening.
Peasy gives it to Sullivan. Gives it to Carpentieri. 3 minutes left to play in the third quarter. This is Colby O'Brien. They give it to Carpentieri. Her shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Spencer.
Jacob's there. Ooh.
Wild pass, Jacob gets it, and a nice defensive play. Tipped out of bounds by Maddie Alves. Lexington will keep it.
Stoneham's deficit at the moment is an interesting one because they're far enough back that it could seem like an insurmountable lead, but they got a few good possessions, defensive and offensive. They'll be right back in it.
The ball is on the ground, and now they're going to say it's a jump, so Lexington will keep it. Sam Fortier was on the ground wrestling for that ball.
Great break there for Lexington. It looked like Stoneham might have come out with it just after the whistle blew, so lucky break there.
Here's Jacob off the inbound. And that pass stolen away by Peasy. She gives it to Sullivan. Down the lane, no good, but a foul. Kata Gurris disagrees with that, saying it was all ball to the ref. The ref disagrees, so Sullivan will get 2 at the line.
She's not the only one that does not think that was a foul in this building. See what Stone can do here on this trip to the line.
First free throw goes down. And now Anunya will check in. Kata Gurris will go out.
Looks like Maddie Parks getting ready to check in too.
And now they're going to let her check in right now. Stella Cronity will head out. She gets a nice ovation from the crowd as she gets to take a seat for the first time in a while. Second free throw is good. So we've seen a great improvement on Stoneham's side from the free throw line.
Yeah, really all around this second half. Free throws flowing like water.
Ball's on the ground. Spencer loses it out of bounds, but Stoneham touched it last, so Lexington will keep it.
Aggressive play and putting the hearts on the line here. Every possession. You'll love to see that from Lexington. A real team atmosphere.
Parks can't find Fortier, but now the ball's on the ground and a jump will be called. Stoneham will have possession.
A little bit of a miscommunication there on the Lexington side. It's a loose ball on the court.
Oh. And the ref gives a funny glare to the girl who let that ball roll onto the floor.
All in good fun tonight, Austin. All in good fun.
Now Alves gives it to O'Brien. And now Alves hits the floor, and Spencer will be called for a foul there. Just over 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Lexington's got a 12-point lead.
If you're Stoneham, looking for something this possession. Running out of time in this game. You still have enough, but too little, too late. You don't want to run out of it.
Here's Peasy trying to find somebody. She gets it to Sullivan. She gets inside, can't get the shot. She gets her own rebound. Inside to Alves, and she will have 2 at the line.
First trip to the line for Madison Alves, so interested to see how she does at the line. As Alessandra Carpenter checks in.
First free throw is airballed by Alves, and Emma Stump will check in for Lexington. Eliza Jacob will go out.
Carpentieri hasn't had a lot of rest this game. Cronity and Carpentieri seem to be the matchup tonight, and Carpentieri definitely had the short end of the stick when it comes to the rest.
Second free throw is also an air ball. So an empty possession for Stoneham there. Now Sam Fortier gives it to Emma Stump. Inside, a miscommunication there. Fortier was looking for it, but it was thrown in the complete opposite direction.
Not the first miscommunication this half, Austin. We didn't see that much in the first half. It's rearing its ugly head here in the third quarter.
Carpentieri back on the floor. gives it to Alves. Inside to Sullivan. And that ball is tipped and stolen away from Schofield. Ball's on the ground. Carpentieri comes away with it. And she lays it home.
Strong possession there from Stoneham. Now down to a 10-point lead. A little more manageable, if you ask me.
Maddie Parks gives it to Spencer. She puts up a tough shot. That's denied. Offensive rebound by Emma Stump.
Great play there. Pick up where your teammates fall off.
Less than a minute to go now as Carpentieri gives it to Sullivan. She gives it back to Carpentieri. Her three-pointer is up and in.
Oh, my goodness, Austin.
Well, we talked about her earlier. We know she's a shooter, but this is the first time we've seen her make a shot like that all game. Maybe
flowing like a river, Austin.
Maybe that could be the spark she needed. Anunya gets it inside in a lot of traffic. She just has to throw it up, almost banks it home. Offensive rebound by Fortier. Skylar Spencer puts it up, no good. Another offensive rebound from Fortier. Back out to Parks, her three-pointer is up. No good, another offensive rebound. This time it's by Parks. She steps back, she fires.
Oh my goodness.
No good.
10
seconds for Stoneham. This is Carpentieri. I think she's definitely thinking about it.
Schofield. Oh no, she's gonna drive in.
Drives inside, banks it home. And that's gonna do it for the third quarter. So Stoneham ends the third quarter on quite a run. They got plenty of momentum. Carpentieri hit a three, and then Schofield banked one home with the buzzer. The lead is now down to 7 with 8 minutes left to play.
Austin, if you're Stoneham, that is the ideal way to end that not-so-great third quarter. Getting some big shots, big moments, strong defensive possessions. That's everything you want to see. That's what you want to see the entire third quarter if you're Stoneham. So you talk about that. Talk about coming out strong here in this fourth quarter, making it a close game. Honestly, Austin, we got halfway through the third. I didn't think this was going to be a competitive game. And right into it now, getting into the thick of things.
Yeah, Lexington jumped out to a 14-point lead, then a 15-point lead, and they hung on to that double-digit lead for a long time. And you thought it was going to start to slip away from Stoneham, but that is clearly not the case. They came right back. Right now they have momentum, so let's see how they can use that to their advantage with 8 minutes left to go in this game.
Definitely, Austin. Talking about great basketball, if you want to see some more great basketball, the Lexington Minutemen and the Arlington Spy Ponders girls varsity basketball game right here in the Ralph Lord Gymnasium. Friday night, 7 p.m. It's going to be a great game.
It's going to be a good time.
Come on down and see it. Haven't seen a game this competitive here in Lexington in a while for the girls varsity team, so a good change of pace.
So Lexington starts the fourth quarter with 4 of their 5 starters, and Stella Croniti is back out on the floor. She drives inside, pulls it back out. Her shot's no good. Rebounded by Stoneham.
Not what you want to start the fourth quarter off with. Stoneham has a little bit of momentum right now. The winds are shifting in their favor. If they can score on this possession, they'll be definitely back in this game.
Here's Sullivan on the drive. Her shot goes down in a ton of traffic. Now just a 5-point game.
That's the kind of possessions you need if you're Stoneham. And now Lexington, you got to answer right back.
Here's Maddie Aguirres. Gives it to her sister, who gives it to Lily Metzger. Metzger's going to take a 3. No good. The rebound is taken by Stoneham.
If I'm Stoneham, I don't put up a bad shot here. I don't put up a bad 3. I set up for something good. Oh, almost lost it there.
Peasy puts it up, banks it home.
Lord.
How did that go down? Now it's just a 3-point game with 7 minutes left to play.
Not going to lie, I'm stressing a little bit if you're Lexington.
So here's Maddie Aguirres. She finds Kate Aguirres. She kicks it back out to Croniti. Gives it to Stump. Inside Metzger. Double teamed. And a jump. And that's going to be Stoneham's ball. So Stoneham has a chance to tie the game here.
Austin, this has gone 0% to the way Lexington wanted to go. If Lexington wanted this quarter to zig, it has zagged to this point.
Peasy trying to get it in. She does to Carpentieri.
The defensive pressure by Lexington hasn't been let up yet. Interesting strategy from Coach Solly.
Now here's Maddie Alves. Inside to Sullivan. She'll back it out. She gives it to Schofield. Schofield drives inside. The shot is waved off. And the foul on the floor will go on Kate Aguirres. Number 4 for Aguirres. Now Sam Fortier and Eliza Jacob will check in. Emma Stump and, unsurprisingly, Kate Aguirres will head out.
This is a big possession here if you're Stoneham. This is the key to the safe that is this game.
Sullivan gets it into Peasy. Her shot is no good. Kept in by Crenity. It's on the sideline, and they get it. They keep it in. Here's Fortier.
That's a foul.
Yeah, shot's no good, but that was a clear foul. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Sam Fortier's got a chance to make it a 2-possession game here.
Awesome. I've never seen a clear foul in my life. Fly swatter 3,000 across her arm. This is a big moment here for Lexington. Make it a 2-possession game. There you go.
First one, free throw goes down. And now Julia McIntyre will check in. Maddie Alves will head out. Fortier can't make the second one. Now here comes Schofield down the other end. Schofield drives inside. Her shot is no good, but a foul.
Might have been on Fortier there. Or no, yeah, Fortier.
Yeah, Fortier.
Gotta trust myself there. Again, every single possession is the most important possession of the game to this point. From now on.
Schofield knocks down the first one. It's back to a 1-possession game.
That seemed like it had a little bit too much power on us. I'm not gonna lie. It looked strong going up there, but it falls easy.
Second one is good. Now just a 2-point ball game.
Closest we've seen in a while, Austin. If I'm Lexington, the hairs are starting to stand up on the back of my neck. I'm nervous.
Sam Fortier gets a screen from Metzger. She gives it to Crenity. She loses it. Regains it, gives it to Anunya. Now Crenity finds Fortier. Nice fake on her defender.
Ooh.
The shot's no good. Ball's on the ground. 5 to shoot for Crenity. Inside to Fortier. Got it.
Great play. Even under pressure, they make it work.
That was a great find there by Crenity. Great job by Fortier to get open. Now Schofield's shot is no good. And now Anunya tried to keep it in. We have a whistle. Looks like a push.
Maddie Parks looking to check in. Maybe. Nope, never mind. Come back out. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
He's trying to get in the game. I'm not sure. It's a little bit of confusion.
Yeah, I don't think the refs realize that Maddie Parks is trying to sub in, and now Coach Solly is standing on the sideline trying to yell at the refs that they want to sub someone in.
He is incensed. Do not want to be a water bottle in his path. We're getting knocked over.
So Maddie Parks does eventually come in. Kate Aguirres, Maddie Aguirres, that is, will go out. Now they find Crenity. 5 minutes left to play here. Crenity kicks it back out to Fortier. Anunya, wide open. That's going to be a 2, and it's no good. Fortier gets the rebound, gives it to Crenity. Lily Metzger puts it up and in.
Oh, lead's getting a little bigger now, Austin. This is where Stoneham's going to start to stress. They're going to put up some bad shots. This is exactly the position Lexington wants to be in right now. Only problem is when Stoneham's put up bad shots, sometimes they go in.
This is Carpentieri, who gives it to Alves, right back to Carpentieri. Now Sullivan Carpentier for 3. No good. That's a big miss there.
Well, I was saying, Austin, just putting up shots isn't going to work. You got to set something up. Great pass there to Metzger.
Metzger gives it to Cornetti. Her three-pointer is up. No good. Offensive rebound by Parks. Gives it to Fortier. Cornetti thought about trying another 3. Her pass is thrown away. It's on the ground. Cornetti takes it inside. That shot's good by Anunya.
Lexington is firing on all cylinders right now. Stoneham, it feels like they're running out of time. Feels like the momentum has shifted at this point.
Here's Sullivan inside to Schofield. Puts up a tough shot. It's no good, but a foul was called. Coach Solly trying to tell his players that you got to go straight up in those situations. Can't bring your arms down or you're going to get called.
A little late there on the advice, but better late than never, Austin.
Exactly.
People say that sometimes.
First free throw is good by Schofield.
She has been money from the line, and here comes Aguirre back in the game.
So Lily Metzger's going to head out. Kate Aguirre comes back in. And now Stoneham is going to take a timeout.
Smart play by Stoneham. Maybe a little early, but I feel like that game was getting a little away from him.
Yeah, there's 3:40 left in the game. So that's time, but that's not a ton of time, and Lexington's lead is at 7 right now. So Stoneham, this is really, if they have any final little tricks that they want to pull out, now would be the time to do it.
It's definitely the time. It's definitely not enough time if Lexington keeps playing the way they're playing offensively. They keep making the shots they need to make, and Stoneham keeps missing them, and that's really why we're at where we're at. Stoneham has been putting up the smartest shots. They're putting up shots that will help them if they go in, but they're not very helpful because they miss. Excellent game right now at the moment.
This is a very good game.
If you want to watch some more excellent games, tune in Friday night, 7 p.m. The Arlington Spy Ponders visit the Lexington Minutemen right here at Ralph Lord Gymnasium. It will be just as exhilarating as the game you are seeing right now.
Yeah, it's going to be a rivalry game. Earlier this season, Lexington visited Arlington and they took them down, so Arlington's looking for some revenge. It's going to be fun. Be there.
100% Austin now. Schofield, she has been cash money from the free throw line. That's going to need to continue here, unless they want to miss and maybe get another offensive possession. A lot of strategies floating in the air right now.
Schofield has one more free throw. And it bounces home.
Close one there, but a basket's a basket. Can't take it away.
Now Stoneham's going to press. Now here's Cornetti.
They were doubling her. Looked like a little bit of miscommunication.
There's Fortier, a deep 2, no good. Offensive rebound by Cornetti.
Great play there.
Inside, Fortier, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Kate Aguirre. Back out to Anunya, and the shot clock resets. Here's Cornetti for 3. No good. Rebounded by Schofield.
It's going to happen eventually there, Austin. Lexington got too many offensive rebounds for it to work.
Sullivan on the drive, no good. Rebounded by Kate Aguirre. 3 minutes left. A football pass to Parks. To Fortier. Oh, denied. Right, here's Cornetti. Puts up a tough shot, no good. Rebounded by Peasy.
Nothing is going in right now. It's like there's a divider on the top of the rim that's blocking all these ones out. Great pass there.
Here's Schofield, drives inside, lays it home.
So you like to see if you're Stoneham. 4-point game, a lot of time left. You just got to continue pressure defensively. Maybe not double, but keep a strong stranglehold defensively.
Here's Parks on the drive. Shot is no good, but a foul. It's going to be called on Sullivan, I believe.
Big trip to the line here for Lexington. You want to make one, if not both here. Doesn't look like the Stone coach is too happy with that call. But you have to respect the refs in these situations.
First one is good from Parks. Both teams are really impeccable from the free throw line this half.
100%, Austin. That needs to continue right here. It'd still be a 2-possession game, but
Second free throw is no good.
I don't know
That
why.
pass stolen away by Parks. Here's Kataguris. Back out to Anunya. Now Stella Creniti on the drive, throws a wild pass to Fortier. Back out to Kataguris. Her three-pointer is up, no good. Rebounded by Stoneham. 2 minutes left to play in the fourth.
Big opportunity wasted there for Lexington. Stoneham can make it a 1-possession game with this play.
Carpentieri gives it to Schofield. He gives it back to Carpentieri, defended by Maddie Parks. Oh, Sullivan couldn't handle it. Ball's on the ground. Taken away by Creniti. She finds Fortier. Layup is good.
Great play there. They're going to give you an opportunity. You might as well take it.
Back up to a 7-point game. A minute and a half left to play. Schofield with the ball for Stoneham. She drives inside. Puts up a tough shot. No good. Rebounded by Anunya.
That's what I'm talking about, Austin. Stoneham's putting up bad shots because they're in this position. You got to play smart basketball. They're not really doing that right now.
Kataguris gives it to Anunya, who gives it to Maddie Parks. She's going to take a three because why not? No good. She can't handle the offensive rebound. It goes out of bounds. 1:07 left. Lexington has a 7-point lead. Okay, here we go. This is Stoneham's last real chance here, and they're going to take a timeout because they really got to talk this over.
Smart decision there. This is a huge possession here for Stoneham. And they're down right now 7 points, so it's a 3-possession game. Unless they get a wild 4-point play, it's a 3-possession game. They're not in the best spot.
I think if Stoneham comes up empty on this possession, we will probably start to see them foul. And if we don't see that, then I think they might just be giving up.
Would hate to see that this late in the game. So much effort been put in the first 3 quarters. Wouldn't want to see anyone give up before the final horn sounds. Integrity of the game. Intense matchup here. Expected this going into the game, obviously. Speaking of intense matchups, the Arlington Spy Ponders and the Lexington Minutemen. Friday night, 7 p.m. right here at Lexington High School.
Of course.
Cannot miss that game.
Yeah.
It will be electric.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Like we said earlier, Arlington wants revenge. Lexington wants to continue their win streak. The question is going to be, who wants it more? You got to tune in to find out.
This is probably the biggest possession of the game.
I agree with that. This is Carpentieri, defended by Creniti. She drives inside, shot's no good, but a foul. 1:01 on the clock.
Not the worst thing, because it keeps them from getting 3 points, but not great, because that's 2 free points that they may not have gotten. There's enough time left where that could become an issue.
First one is good. These are 2 very big free throws here for Carpentieri. It's good that she got at least 1 to make it a 2-possession game. She can't get the second one. Ball is on the ground.
That's a jump.
That is a jump. Lexington has possession, so will be their ball. 57 seconds left.
Does Stoneham foul here? That's the question. There's enough time where they could play strong defense, but I'd be interested to see if they foul.
Parks has to get it in. She does to Creniti. Creniti gives it back to Parks. They got to cross half court here, which they do. Parks finds Aguirre. Back to Anunya. Now Lexington just going to hold it here. Try to take off as much time as they can.
Very smart.
They get it to Fortier, and now Stoneham does foul with 42 seconds left. Carpentieri will pick one up. Lexington is not in the bonus yet, so Stoneham will have to foul, I believe, one more time.
Fresh shot clock here, Austin. So
Maddie Parks has got to get it in here. She does to Fortier. They give it back to Parks. Parks on the baseline, gives it to Creniti. Creniti's going to hold it.
Smart. She could have put it up there. Didn't, and now
they do foul. That's Schofield with the foul for Stoneham. Sam Fortier will shoot at the line.
I believe this is a 1-and-1 here, Austin.
I believe that's right.
Huge here. If she misses this, Stone would have to foul again because there's 29 seconds left. So shot clock's 30 seconds. You can do the math.
1 of 1 is no good. Offensive rebound by Kata Gurris. Back out to Maddie Parks. Now they have to foul again. That was an unbelievably crucial rebound by Aguirres.
Big game players make big game moments, and that's what we just saw right there.
So now Maddie Parks will be shooting. One of 1 is no good. Another offensive rebound by Aguirres. Oh my goodness. Now they foul Craniti. 19 seconds remaining. And it's beginning to look like Stoneham is out of time here.
I'm not sure about that call. So it was a little bit of a question call. Might have called the foul too early, but it was inevitable that they were going to foul. So, got to respect the refs.
Another 1 of 1 is no good. Here comes Stoneham. 15 seconds left. They need a three here.
Oh, maybe not. Nope.
Now they don't, and they don't even get that one to go. Rebounded by Sam Fortier. 9.7 seconds remaining. Lexington with a 6-point lead here.
Austin, I am puzzled as to why they did not put up a 3 there.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all. I mean, I know there are some situations where getting the quick 2 is better, but I don't think that was one of them. I think you needed 2 threes there.
Definitely, Austin. Now, hopefully Lexington can make this shot. They've missed the last 2 from the line.
Fortier misses the first one. So she got 1 more here. If she makes it, it will in effect end this ball game. And it's good. Lexington leads by 7. Less than 10 seconds to go.
3 here if you're Stoneham. That's not a 3, that's a 2. Oh my goodness.
Alves can't get it to go. The countdown is beginning, and that is the ball game.
A strong win from Lexington there. They showed that they could play with a tough opponent. I'm not sure what Stoneham was doing at the end of the game. Twice they could have put up a good 3, and they didn't do it either time. So a little bit confusing to me, but Lexington can hang with a tough opponent. I think that's what we learned from today.
Yeah, it was a close one. It was a lot closer than some of the other games we've called. But as you can see, Lexington gets the win, 52-45. That is 6 wins in a row for the Minutemen. This was a tough game, but in the end, we know that the tougher team always comes out on top, and tonight that was Lexington. So, I'm Austin Raish. He's Duncan Maloney. Like we said, we will be back here on Friday night for the rivalry game versus Arlington. You got to be there. Have a good night.
See you then.